Hello everybody, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4, Kaiserreich as Mittelafrika. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So we are pushing our way slowly through the middle of France. We're trying to get some German industrial projects here. And you know, I've been thinking, can you please hold out for like 10 more hours? You are so close, my friends. You are so close to defending that province forever. You go here then, because I don't think we need to defend this province right now, because it looks like the Allies or the Entente have it. You know, just keep our troops at least somewhat together. Okay, no, they're moving to that province now. They've managed to push them out here. Oh no, they actually left that province again. Let's put our troops in. Oh no, the Canadians are actually going to deal with that. Fantastic. How long do you get over there? It's going to take you 1 day, 2 hours. It's going to take you 1 day, 20 hours to leave, so that's fine. We're not going to have a gap in our front line at all. You can probably push your way this way. You can probably push your way this way. You can at least take all his territory at the river. Okay, now they're attacking into us. It's not great news. So you guys just defend here for now. Looks like the Canadians are going to come try to reinforce this. You go to this city because it might actually fall. How long do you actually get to that province? You did. Okay, you're there already. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Like, Reichspakt, the rest of you guys really are not pulling your weight. That's all I have to say. You really are not doing anything effective. Like, I can't ask the... Like, I can just ask... All of these troops from Chile trying to push their way into Italy, if you just reinforced this province, we'd be fine. But I'm guessing the AI actually does not have military access through the Kingdom of France, and that's why they can't do it. And also, I can't ask for territory because, you know, it's not in my faction. And I guess the AI just refuses, under all circumstances, to ask for military access for the French. Or through the French, I should say. So we got our improved artillery. We need to make our infantry better. Like, not even a question. So let's upgrade these guys again. You know, we're probably in a situation where we're just going to, like, stop attacking. We need to reinforce. Please don't say you're just going to suicide yourself into that guy and die immediately. No, okay. We do need to help this guy out. But right now, we really need to... oh, shit. They managed to push their way through here. That's not great. I would even go to say that's extremely bad for us. How did the AI let this happen? Did I spread? I think I might have screwed myself over. I might have spread the Entente too thin. We're kind of losing a lot of battles here. I'm going to make a strategic decision and pull my forces all the way back. To here. Especially, I wish I didn't have to do a strategic retreat. I think it's necessary because I don't want to get encircled. You know, that's the last thing I want at the time being. Unless, you know, these troops here, unless this area is just, oh shit. Yeah, no, we gotta leave. I'm sorry, Canada. By the way, please don't say it anymore. I would recommend that you also leave this area. We need to defend, this... Well, did you guys... Okay, these territories, you don't connect, right? No. So we actually don't need to be troops here. Let's fall back to the relative safety of Brittany. I am disappointed that we have to leave. But, you know, there's nothing we can actually do, I would say, for the time being. Front line here. Of course, I can't front line across this river as much as I would actually like to. Yunnan Gleek has capitulated. I do not care in the slightest. Unfortunately, like, the attack was going so well. Just for it to maybe all fall apart here is slightly disheartening. I mean, again, we've killed almost 100,000 communards, which I would say is pretty good. But again, you know, our troops are weak. Please do not advance through enemy forces. That's not what we want. I mean, I would like to defend this river, if that's at all possible. If you can actually get this port back and we can kill this tank and kind of defend here. Okay, so you actually can do that. You know, deal with the French that way. Put you on this front line for now. I'm going to delete this fallback line. Just let the AI get to where it was. You know, I'm a bit disappointed in where this has kind of ended up. As soon as this tank's dead, well, which he's going to die. There's no way I don't think he's going to actually survive this right now. I mean, the Entente's actually been able to, you know, recapture this. We've had to pull back a little bit, reorganize ourselves, but you know, I just did not want to be in a situation where I had no army and had no manpower and literally could not get anything done. And I guess you guys are going to have an offensive line to push your way to the back ends of Paris. Like, these front lines here have not changed for the longest time. You might actually be able to get some pushes done. I mean, it looks like the Entente is making some progress, which I see as a general, I see as a good thing. This troop has like no, you are so close to dying right now. We've lost half of our skulls. They've just been deranked because of obsessive casualties right now. Like, we just need to, preparing for Bostland, preparing the country, but this doesn't get us more troops. Our manpower situation is so awful right now, so we need to focus on getting this done so like fast. But it's gonna take what, 27, so we got 140 days for this. We have actually not, okay, 140, 210, 217, 217. Like, we have about a year at least until we can actually get manpower back for these forces. As disappointing as that is, we have like a year until we can actually get the manpower we need. I mean, we can slowly start consolidating our forces down, but that's really not going to make a huge difference. Because even if these two cavalry divisions consolidate, they're not going to be even one full strength cavalry unit. And I understand that I've made my own mistakes, namely probably force defending when I should have just retreated. Yeah, we just can't attack with any of these troops right now. Like, a handful can, a handful are at decent strength, but not many. We do have to let the Entente do the heavy lifting for the time being, at least in this area for now. Again, I would love, like, if these Spanish... Actually, I can't ask for expeditionary forces. I think because I'm a puppet state. Which is disappointing. Again, I have, like, no air force, and I have no navy, right? Like, I'm not... Yeah, no, I have nothing. Unfortunately. So I guess, you know, we don't even need to be making guns right now. Cancel guns, make a little bit of artillery. Just start making, like, fighter planes. Because that's really about all we can do. Kenny apparently has some, well, probably partisans, right? Because we're technically, not owners of that territory. Like, of all these troops that were in Zanzibar, right now, we're in France. We would be having such a better time of things. But again, you know, they will not ask for military access. As disappointing that is. They refuse to ask for military access. Even though I'm sure the AI would give it to them. Develop the border regions, give control of states. What states can I... What state even is this? Oh, that one. Right. I kind of forgot that this isn't even owned by us, technically. At least not quite yet. Yeah, so they're failing terribly in these areas. The Entente's actually been able to push their way through, at least up through a province, which I guess is good for them. We're going to reinforce, help them out slightly. But again, what support I can give, like, these 3 troops can't do anything. They are so low on organization that they can't help us. Like, we can reinforce this province. The Canadians are already there, but we're going to, you know, move in that province anyways. You know, which is nice, but again, isn't that great? Like, how many troops, like, how does France have so many men? Like, 150 divisions. Like, Italy's weak. Britain is pretty weak. It's really only... I mean, I think the entire British army is actually, like, right here. You know, their organization's low, their strength is low. Does Germany have manpower? They have 318,000 manpower. That's actually basically nothing. Do I even want to know how many troops... Like, Zanzibar's only lost 20,000 men through all of those naval invasions so far. Like, how many men have they lost? Nationalist Chile has lost 12,000 to them. 26,000. Like, Zanzibar has killed so many of our troops. That, you know what? It might be cheating. And, you know what? I apologize for this, but I don't want this to happen anymore. I'm just going to transfer it to us. You know, it is kind of cheaty, but I don't want the AI to focus on doing that anymore. I'm just kind of done with that. So I don't even know what happens with these provinces anymore. Are they like they owned by us? Because I don't think Zanzibar exists anymore. Oh, did I not even do it? Oh, I think I transferred it to myself. Okay, apparently that actually doesn't work. Mark all states. Transfer. Oh, because they have troops in the province. Right. What if I mark all states here? I mean, okay, actually, that's mark my own states, which kind of broke this a little bit. Mark all states. Transfer. And now they don't have any troops. So thankfully, I was just so done. So done with dealing with the Zanzibar bullshit. So I don't really know anymore, because, like, yeah, I guess it's just colony states. So the war with Zanzibar is over. Because I've willed it to end. So what can we do? I mean, it's a sideshow. Don't even worry about that, honestly. So the Entente's doing another offensive here. You know, we can clearly see the communards have been pushing. I would say they're probably winning overall. Yeah, and our, if only we didn't have a negative 70% penalty. Things would be, like, a lot better. And also, it'd be really nice if I could actually assist in any of these battles, but I really cannot risk the men just straight up dying. Oh, we had no manpower to even launch the planes. So the Air Force doesn't exist. We can't even have a Navy because we don't have any manpower. Yeah, I mean, like, we can consolidate these troops, but it's not going to turn out the state transfer tool, thank you. But it's not really going to get anything done, is it? No. There's no breakthrough here. The British are actually having bigger breakthroughs in Germany than anything else. Which is anything, it's just kind of embarrassing. Okay, the Entente has pushed through a province. Our extremely basically dead cavalry unit is deciding to push their way through. I mean, it's nice that the Entente actually figure that, hey, we should maybe attack the enemy. Which I would say they haven't really been doing too much of in the recent past. I mean, I would like to take over this provinces with this one horse, but they cannot survive contact with the enemy. It's just not going to happen. Because maybe to 5% of the war effort, almost 100,000 men have died fighting the enemy here. German industrial project has finished. Keep on going to the recovery effort. Just keep going down the tree as much as possible. Not the cavalry. Move in our one militia troop up. If we can get us around on these troops, that would be fantastic. You know, get at least a semblance of an encirclement somewhere. There we go. So we pushed in a little tiny bit. Let's get this cavalry division that actually has some troops to maybe try to push their way through Normandy a bit more. Muscat has joined the Entente. That does not matter in the slightest. How's Abyssinia holding up? Actually, still surprisingly well. Probably still going to lose overall to the Cairo Pact. Okay, so trying to take over that city. Our cavalry division is slowly making their way through. We're not going to engage in any of these combats. Hopefully the Entente can get their forces out of this area that is probably going to be pocketed very, very soon. Okay, looks like we can actually push our way through here with the help of them. You know, you take this airport. That actually might secure us some sort of benefit. You know, there are Entente forces here. Captures the airfield. We have a cavalry unit here that actually has some, you know, strength. So he's not going to, like, immediately die. We've done a little bit of a push through. Okay, so they're definitely going to lose that province there. We can hold out here. And we've almost pushed our way up to the river, which again was our overall objective for the region. I'm going to move this troop up. I'm going to shrink this front line down by one province. Move our forces to the north. But I do think it's going to be a good time to end this episode. Thanks for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. If you're not enjoying, please thumbs down. If you want to subscribe, and goodbye.